If you want cucumbers to grow strong this year, produce abundant fruit, and stay healthy throughout the entire season, the most important part of the work does not begin in the garden, but much earlier. Most people sow cucumbers routinely, without any special preparation, and later wonder why the plants grow weak and become sensitive. Small steps taken before sowing cucumbers often make the difference between an average season and a truly successful one. When cucumbers are properly prepared from the very beginning, the leaves become deep green, the stems develop strong, and the fruits grow evenly with a regular shape. Such results are not a matter of luck, but a consequence of decisions made before the seed ever touches the soil. That is why it is important to understand what cucumbers need during the earliest stages of growth. Soaking seeds is one of the simplest, yet most effective ways to give cucumbers a strong start. This process activates the seed, softens its outer shell, and triggers internal processes that later allow faster and more uniform germination. When cucumber seeds are soaked before sowing, the plants usually emerge evenly and develop in a more balanced way. For soaking cucumber seeds, plain water does not have to be the only option, because natural herbal teas can provide additional benefits. Chamomile tea is often used because of its mild antiseptic properties, which help reduce the risk of fungal diseases during the early stages of development. Cucumber seeds soaked in chamomile tea usually germinate more safely and with fewer problems. In addition to chamomile, nettle tea is also very useful for preparing cucumber seeds. Nettle is rich in natural minerals and nitrogen, which can positively influence germination energy. Soaking cucumber seeds in a mild nettle tea helps the plants later develop stronger roots and a more vigorous above-ground structure. It is important to emphasize that soaking cucumber seeds should not last too long. In most cases, a few hours are sufficient, usually between 6 and 12 hours, to achieve the desired effect without the risk of damaging the seeds. After soaking, the seeds are sown into prepared, light, and well-draining soil. Before sowing cucumbers, the soil should be loose and well-drained, because cucumbers do not tolerate standing water around their roots. Soil that is too compacted can slow growth and lead to weaker plant development. Adding mature compost or light organic material helps the soil retain moisture while still remaining airy. After sowing cucumbers, it is important to maintain moderate soil moisture without excessive watering. At this stage, young plants are sensitive and can easily suffer if the soil becomes overly saturated. Regular but moderate watering creates ideal conditions for even germination. Around this point, it is a good moment to pause briefly. If practical cucumber growing tips like these help you and you want to learn more proven methods from the garden, consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. That way, you won't miss new videos that can significantly improve your harvest. As cucumbers grow, it is important to observe the first signs of development. Young leaves should be light to medium green without spots or deformities. When a strong foundation is established early, the plants become more resistant to stress, diseases, and weather changes later on. During the first weeks after cucumber seedlings emerge, light feeding can further support growth, but it should not be rushed. Strong fertilizers at this stage can cause more harm than good. Moderate and natural support is the best choice for young cucumber plants. When cucumbers start growing properly from the beginning, they require fewer interventions and less care later in the season. Plants that are strong early on cope better with heat, drought, and occasional pest pressure. That is why the effort invested before and shortly after sowing pays off many times over. If you give cucumbers a better start this year, the results will be visible throughout the entire season. Healthier plants, more abundant harvests, and fewer problems in the garden are the reward for a few simple but smart steps taken at the very beginning.